Okay, so this is the restaurant that we're going to try, and the Cháo Lòng Bánh Hỏi, which is quite well known here. This restaurant's famous, and well, I say famous, very well known in the area for being a good restaurant. So we'll give it a go. They do lots of options here. Not only do they do the Cháo Lòng, they also do some pork options with the Bánh Hỏi as well. So if you need something a bit more westernised, then there's an option available for you, but that's not why we're here. So come on in, let's have a try. A number of dishes here, mainly traditional dishes based around offal, and that's all types of offal. So this restaurant actually serves very pretty food for a local restaurant. I think it's actually very, 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 very pretty. Got a couple of different dishes, but we'll focus on this dish at the moment. Lovely lattice work that is bánh hỏi. So rice noodles that have been steamed together to make this beautiful little lattice, which will pick up and collect all sorts of sauces. In this case, we've got a chow, which is cooked with pig blood, hence the colour. Your normal chow, which is a standard sort of white rice porridge. But in this instance, they mix it with the blood to make it a deeper flavour. And I'm told that this town, Quy Nhơn, is the only town that serves it like this. So let's have a little try. Just like this and see. It's actually quite rich. It's got that. The stock flavour comes through. You don't really taste the blood aspect to it. You can't really tell what's in there at all. So it's very, it's like a very normal thing. Yeah, I've got no extra flavours coming from this as I would from the normal chow. And I'm going to just check because I want to try with dipping it in here just to see if there's any difference in the flavour. Oh, there is a difference in the flavour. I can still taste the stock in here, but yeah, there is an added flavour from the blood. Very difficult to define it, but it's definitely there. Okay, it's getting on to the extras that we've got here. So we've got usual intestines. We have with the not quite the regular nook mam. This is nook mam that's watered down 50%, but it also has, I believe, lemon and garlic in it as well. And the pig intestines, which, if one of the issues with the Western world is we seem to have created a real stigma about offal, and we shouldn't have. And I'm guilty of it too. In my mind, sometimes I still look at these things and think, "Oh my God, what am I eating?" But pig intestines is one of those things that we eat pretty much daily, at least in the UK, because our sausages, our traditional sausages at least, are made with pig intestines. And we don't bat an eyelid. But here, we look at this kind of food nowadays and go, oh my God, what are we eating? How disgusting. And it's not, it's just food. If we're eating an animal, we just eat an animal. So, just to give you a bit on the pig intestine, has that slightly gamey flavour, a little bounce and chew to it. Not that much different to the pig ear, really. I think the pig ear has a bit more snap. But yes, okay. Quite chewy. Lovely little shallots here. Do like the fried shallots. the regular aspect of a little bit of vegetation and herbs. But for a small restaurant like this, I think the food here is actually so pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay, so the blood sausage here made with rau rang, which is not here. I was going to show you it, but it's not here. There's a bit of sticky rice in there, and of course fresh blood to create a black pudding, if you like. So let's have a try. And of course, stuffed into large intestine. That is much nicer than eating the intestines on its own. Much more flavour, much more texture. Herbiness comes through. Actually, really, really good. And this place is so busy. It's not a big restaurant, but it's absolutely full. So it must be good. Let's try one more piece of this. Dipped in. So this is quite nice. Yeah, that's not bad. Not a bad dish at all. I don't imagine many people come in to try this, but I do recommend that you do. If you've got a little bit of adventurousness, a little bit of adventurousness, that's the word, in yourself, come and try this. This is a new experience, and it's not a bad experience. It's actually pretty good. I've got one more bit here. I'm going to have a piece of the liver. I want to just have a taste of the pig liver. Hello. Yeah, pretty normal. That's just boiled pig liver. Need the sauces to go with it. But, yeah. Now, there was one thing on the menu here that I did look at. So this is what we've just eaten, yeah? Which is the Cháo Lòng Bánh Hỏi. But there was one thing on the menu that I saw that I struggle with, but I will give a try, and that is down here. Chung, which is, well, I'll show you what it is, and we'll go from there. And that is steamed pig brain. And for me, that, for some reason, is a real mental challenge. Since I've known about this, I've almost had nightmares about it, dreaming about what it's going to be like. And that's come from years of watching different movies and seeing, it's always the bad guy, isn't it? You watch the horror movies and someone's eating brains. And we've established in the Western world that brains is a terrible and awful thing. And I can't get it out of my head, to excuse the pun. But I've got to try. And so let's we'll go with a bit of rice cake, which is a fairly normal way to eat it. So let's just have a go. So I'm told that it's a very custardy sort of texture. Definitely with some shallot for me to hide it slightly. Okay, so let's have my first ever try of pig brain, or any brain. Very light, custardy, as I'm told. The thought of it in my head is really difficult at the moment, but there's nothing awful about the taste. I am told that you shouldn't eat it too often because the cholesterol in it is absolutely off the scale, 700 times daily limit. So I think it's definitely a special treat. So I wouldn't recommend eating it every week, and I'll hold true to that because I'm not going to eat it every week. But it's not awful, actually. Some people might like it, and I can't say I don't like it. I'm just struggling with the thought of it in my mind. But yeah, interesting. We'll have a look. Have another look here. So internally, yeah, you can't really see much different. Quite soft, and you can see the texture in there quite soft. Yeah, in my head, it makes the rest of the offal seem much more appealing. So yeah, I think I'll stick to the offal in the main here, the standard offal rather than the brain. I took it easy for the rest of the day to try and cope with the mental stresses of eating pig's brain. And the next day I went for something a little less challenging for my palate at least. Okay, so just arrived at the restaurant here. It's rather large, big family restaurant. And I'm here to eat the family style chicken, cooked in different ways, and there's choices in how you can have it. So we'll go inside, have a look and see what choices I'm going to make. Hello and welcome to Ga Chi Dong Nam, which is a family-based restaurant out in Quy Nhơn villages. So we're out by the side of a main road, but it's set back from the main road, and there's a lot of families here that have come here to eat. Popular place and a popular style of eating. So I've ordered a chicken here, whole chicken, and that's going to be served in 4 different ways. Half of the chicken will be fried with fish sauce. Half of it will be grilled with chili and salt. The offal will be served with fried sticky rice. So that's sticky rice that's been cooked and then put into a pan and fried till the bottom goes crispy. And the offal is served within that, similar to a pancake. And last of all is a soup, which they make from the neck, the wings, and the head to give a sour soup, which is made with lajang leaves, which are a sour leaf, to balance out the rest of the grilled meats. So looking forward to it. So let's see what arrives at the table. And commonly served with this is bancang nung. This one's with sesame seeds. And it's a rice dish that's rice dish. It's a rice cracker that's served pretty much all across the central region. Very, very popular. Strange. I was expecting black sesame seeds, but okay, this one doesn't. Yeah, sometimes eaten with the meal. Well, both eaten with the meal and on its own as a snack here with anything you like, really. Nice, easy, crunchy, actually quite addictive. Lovely. As you can see, food's arrived. Let's just talk about the chicken to start with. So first of all, we've got the grilled chicken, which is grilled with chili, salt, and what I didn't realise before, and with honey also. And we've got here is the fried chicken, which is fried with fish sauce. That'd be interesting to try. Here we've got the crispy sticky rice, and inside you'll see they've put all of the offal inside along with some onions. Smells lovely actually. You might not think so, but I promise you that is going to taste good. And we've got the soup, which I mentioned before. They didn't. I thought they were going to put the neck in here to make the soup. They haven't. In here you've got the layang leaves, and we've also got bamboo as well. So I'm trying to try it. I'm told to taste this out. I'll have a quick taste now. Yeah, that is that. That's rather nice. And last of all, we've got the aubergine with a couple of different dipping sauces. Fish intestines, which are stewed with garlic and chili. So that's going to be an interesting try. I've never tried that before. And this one is shrimp paste with pork and lemongrass. So again, slightly different. I've not tried before. Have a quick taste of this one. It's actually very nice. Slightly sweet, slightly savoury, slightly salty. I guess I think you'd want them a dip. quick taste of this. Slightly chewy, as you'd expect of normal Vietnamese village style chicken. Very, very smoky. You can tell it's been grilled, come off a proper charcoal grill, and you can taste that charcoal element to it, which is absolutely lovely. A slight sweetness from the honey. Not much on the chili front, but that's okay. You can always add your own chilies in. But on the whole, yeah, that great chicken. Let's see what we got here. So this is fried chicken in fish sauce. I've had fish sauce chicken, fried fish sauce chicken once before, and I didn't rate it that much. So I didn't get much flavour from it. So I'm hoping this is a bit better. There's actually, if you've got some fish sauce, sauce down the bottom there, so you're going to give dip in just to make sure you've got a coat of the flavour. Yeah, a good coat of the flavour of it's had taste. Yeah, nice, sweet, strong fish sauce flavour. Surprisingly, actually tastes like pork. I don't know why, but it's got a much deeper flavour than chicken. But that's really nice. I think you could eat that easily, just plain rice. But as a family meal, this is nice that you buy one chicken rather than just having one thing. You've got a combination of different flavours for your chicken. Never had this before, not entirely sure how to eat it, so I'm going to just make it up to go along. This seems like a reasonable way. So here we go, like I said, sticky rice on the inside, put into a pan and fried and then folded over. So you've got a real, I don't know if you can hear this, real crispy crust on the outside. And then you've got your chicken offal on the inside with onion and a spring onion, not sure what I call it in here. Let's have a quick taste of this without anything on it. Well, it's exceptionally crispy. Make sure you got good teeth before you try this. Yeah, I have it. Quite nice, chewy, crunchy, very oniony. Can't tell you a great deal of flavour from the offal, but it's in there, so you're getting your protein kick. Excuse me. So you're getting your protein kick at the same time. A bit messy to eat. Maybe there's a better way of eating it that I don't know about, but this will do for me. Actually, yeah, if you want your carb kick, this will give it to you. Not my normal cup of tea, because it is very crunchy, but for those that like texture, you'll love this. There's nothing not to like about this, even though it's filled with offal. If you didn't know it, I don't think you'd register it. Just go, yeah, that tastes good. Let's just have a proper go at this soup. So, as we said, la yang leaves and bamboo and some bean sprouts in there, which you can see. And actually, my first taste of that was very, very good. So we're going to get a proper mouthful with a bit of bamboo in there as well. Get some bamboo, got some leaves and some bean sprouts. And that's a nice finisher for this meal. You've got crispy, fried, slightly oily. You've got grilled chicken there, fried chicken there. You've got your vegetable element there with some heavy sauces, which maybe I should have gone to first before I went to the soup, but the soup at the end, having this soup at the end, is a very nice, clean finish and palate cleanser. And actually, it's got a very, very citrusy hit to it. Yeah, Last of all, which I should have done before, which is the aubergine and the dips we've got. So as I said before, we've got pork and lemongrass and shrimp paste, which I know is not everybody's cup of tea, but actually I quite like it. Having a bit of a Malaysian background and having eaten belacan all my life, this is not much different to me. Very, very strong. Good punch in the face flavour there. A little bit of heat, a little bit of chilli there. Which is really nice. Slightly sweet as well. Although the sweetness is coming from the pork. I don't know how they cook the pork. It looks slightly caramelised in there. If you look at the pork, we could get a little bit up. Yeah, these pork pieces look almost caramelised. But yeah, actually, that's really nice. Yeah, the fish intestines, yes, naturally, not my normal food, so it's feeling a bit unusual to me, but we'll give it a go. Ooh. I'm not sure what to make of that. It's got more bitterness to it. It's not horrible, but it is strong, and it is definitely an acquired taste flavour. Quite good. I could see, I mean, we're using it dipped in vegetables, that's how they eat it here. I could see that with a bit of rice and a bit of chicken together. Yeah, blends quite well on its own for me, personally. Possibly a little bit strong. Maybe I'll get used to it, but... Well, but if you look at this dish as a whole, it's a great family meal. What are we paying here? I think it's 500 all in, so it's £15, about $17 or $18. And let's be honest, I'm never going to eat all this. This feeds a family of 4 people, I think, quite easily. Yeah, for that price, great value for money. They're very popular for obvious reason. Yeah, come along and try it. Where are we? Get that off there. Here's the location. Don't have to forget the name of it now. But there's the location anyway. Yeah, come and try it. Definitely worth the money. Okay, thank you for watching. Address is in the description below. If you've enjoyed this, don't forget to watch part 3, and don't forget to like and subscribe.